Education Society, redefining excellence.
Good morning to all of you. My name is Vinay Sunil Bobde. Today I am introducing fly leveling concept. Go to next slide. Fly leveling diagram. In this concept, we learn introduction, fly leveling practice, first step position diagram, calculation theory, next step position diagram, calculation theory 2, examples for how to calculate fly leveling, how to find the target, inverted step reading theory, inverted step example, intermediate step reading theory, intermediate step reading example. Fly leveling. When differential leveling is done in order to connect a benchmark to the starting point of the alignment of any project, it is called fly leveling. Fly leveling is also done to connect the BM to any intermediate point of the alignment for checking the accuracy of the work. Definition in different surface. Level surface. A level surface is a surface, all of point of which are normal to the pull of gravity. A line at right angles to the string line on a freely suspended plumb bob. The OpenCA provides a good example of a level surface, means flat surface. A horizontal surface is one which passes through a point at right angles to the pull of gravity at that point. Datum surface. The reference plane used in surveying is called a datum. In this country, the main datum surface is the mean sea level at Navlian in Cornwall, and heights above the plane are referred to as being above ordnance datum. Height. The height of a point can be regarded as the distance measured vertical to that from a sea level reference plane or surface. Radius level. The radius level of a point is its height above a reference plane. Fly leveling practice. Flying leveling is used when the radius level of a point is to be found from another point of known radius level, used to determine a temporary benchmark from a ordinary benchmark or minimum benchmark. Consists of a series backside and foresight only. Should always close the survey back onto the starting point or another ordinary benchmark. BS means backside and it's the initial staff reading with the staff on a known level, example OBM or change point. Foresight and is the staff reading with the staff on a point whose levels you wish to determine. Go to next slide. Diagram. Different tools are used like leveling staff, dumpy level telescope. Go to the next slide. This calculation theory, we can learn how to find measurement in fly leveling. The line of sight is termed the horizontal plane of collimation. Short form means HPC. Hence, HPC means horizontal plane of collimation is equal to known reduced level plus backside. The plane of reference has now been established in bracket HPC. HPC is equal to 21.000 plus 2.195. HPC is equal to 23.195. The next reading of the staff can be referred to this. The staff is next placed at the point whose radius level is desired, and the telescope of level is rotated to target the new staff position, care being taken not to alter the adjustment of the instrument. Don't knock it. Go to the next slide. Next staff position. This staff reading onto the point whose desired level is required is termed the foresight reading. Go to the next slide. Next staff calculations. The new staff reading is taken 3.195 meter. Say, this indicates that point B is 3.195 meter below the level of the line of sight or HPC, which was calculated to be 23.195 meter. The reduced level of point B is therefore 23.195 meter minus 3.195 meter is equal to 20.00 meter. Hence, reduced level is equal to horizontal plane collocation minus foresight. Note: intermediate sites are treated the same way as foresight except for being booked in the intermediate site column. Go to the next slide. Booking the readings. Always start with comments on staff position. Go to the next slide. Add staff reading in BS column and in row referring to point A. Calculated the HPC. Move staff to B and add comments. Enter reading at B in foresight column and row corresponding to B. Calculated the reduced level at B. Go to the next slide. Continuing with the flying levels. Having ascertained the level at B, we can proceed to move the instrument forward using the recently discovered level at B as our known point. B now becomes the backside point. So at B, we take both a front side and a backside reading. Point B is a change point. Use change plate or at least a solid point to rest stuff on. Means use solid point. Note that this means when the instrument is moved, the staff stay stationary, and when the staff is moved, the instrument stays stationary. Move one or the other, not both together. Go to the next slide. Always use the correct row. Means start from staff at point A. Go to the next point. And calculate HPC. The HPC now. HPC means horizontal plane collimation. now reflects the line of sight in the latest instrument position. Leveling now processed by repeating previous actions. Move stop, take front sight, calculated, reduce level. Move instrument, take BS. BS means backside. Calculate HPC. HPC means horizontal plane collimation, etc. Finding the target. Most telescopes have a targeting system along the top of the barrel, similar to a rifle target finder. The telescope should be aimed at that stop using this targeting system prior to trying to find the star through the eyepiece, like in the diagram. Go to the next slide. Leveling sockets inward star reading theory. An inward star reading can be used to determine the reduced level of a point above the line of sight of the instrument, such as a ceiling, underside of a bridge, balcony, etc. As the name suggests, the staff is simply turned upside down, the bottom placed against the point that the level is required, and then read. An important difference between inverted staff reading and other types is that they are treated as negative quantities, both in the booking of the readings and the reduction of the levels. Go to the next slide. In this slide, many inverted stuff examples are contained. I hope this example helpful for you. Go to the next slide. Intermediate staff readings. Intermediate staff readings are those staff readings taken after a backside is read and before a foresight. Each reading in turn is subtracted from the collimation level. HPC means horizontal plane collimation to reduce the reduced level of the point. The problem with intermediate sites is that the arithmetic check will only related to the backside and the foresight. Hence, any arithmetic error could go unnoticed. Systematic errors due to maladjustment of the instrument cannot be eliminated as in flying leveling, where the equal foresight distance and backside distance compensate for the maladjustment error. Instrumented errors for this nature can be eliminated by the use of a reversible level. Go to the next slide. In this slide, many intermediate staff readings example its content. I hope this example is helpful for you. Go to the next slide. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video.
Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.